Headset calling. You ready?
I'm born ready.
Hey, cut from here, bruv. Hey, I bet your knees are sore after getting down to those fascist pricks.
Yeah, old man's live on the scene.
So's our missing person. Seems this is where everyone on the SIRS naughty list winds up. Expect heavy security.
Oh, I'm in deep now, ain't I?
The hostage is in here. Let's get him out. Time to get him out.
So,
Fucking hell, these dogs think you're tough shit, innit? You're just some wanker that got picked for punches around, right?
you don't want to be doing that, geese.
Seems like you got away.
Your mate is alive, safe and sound. Turns out those sirs fucks were holding him. But will you put a stop to that?
Jesus Christ, you're serious, aren't you? Oh my God, those fuckers! Thank you, sincerely. How could I ever pay you back for this?
Tell you what, join DedSec and we'll call it even. Sound good?
Thought you'd never ask.
Now that's cute. I think you know exactly what... Don't you?
Fuck yeah! Need more hench peeps, not afraid to take up the fight.
Brilliant. Finally found my people.
Oh, that's thrill.
Christ, what is that thing? You're dumber than a sack of hammers, aren't you?
CTOS is calling them an anarchist. Where do you suppose they got that title? Tolstoy Incorporated?
It's almost as if anarchists have an ideology that challenges unexamined social constructs. For example, what constitutes a job?
You've been looking for DedSec. Why's that?
Wasn't sure you'd come knowing I'm part of the establishment. Or at least I was until Albion dismissed Parliament. I do want to say, what you've done in Westminster is remarkable. You've given the people hope.
Institutions may be culpable for this, but not necessarily everyone in them. If you're willing to help, I'm willing to hear you out.
I couldn't agree more. That's why I contacted you. Albion haven't simply shut down the government. They've sullied the Palace of Westminster, the Great Bell, with their propaganda. Do you understand what that looks like? If you really want to rekindle some of the people's fighting spirit, then restoring the clock tower would go a long way.
But you reckon that turning the clock back shows people that Albion's vulnerable? Alright, fuck it, yeah, it's worth a shot.
I knew I could count on you. It will be wonderful to hear the bell once more.
This is a bloody travesty. Disturbing. Yeah. This is a bloody travesty.
What's this?
Possible hostile at your location.
Received. Stand by for further developments.
Appreciate it. Nice one, mate.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Fucking hell!
Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
find a way in.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pings these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's remote. Good place to fly under the radar.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
I'll hang on to this.
I'm done. I'm done. I've been telling you now, I'm gonna leave this city. How long? And this is the day. I am leaving. I'm not. So I was in our favourite place. And can you believe it?
Suspect is dealt with.
Nasty ass prick.
Yeah, I know. So weird.
That's me through to control.
Cool.
Ain't that been? Fuck you, yeah? Bellend, hold still during the scan. Degenerate maniac! Holy shit! My God! Is anybody hurt?
Oh, no, no, no!
Well, tiddle me bollocks. It's like a wee little cop station here. What's it doing, I wonder?
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Sure, I'm with you. But what were they working on that would lead them to the town bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
Oh, right, that wasn't so hard. What's next?
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
This is all starting to come together. I knew Albion were grade A cunts, but working with Clan Kelly gives them something to hide.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
They're taking people off the streets. 0 Day or not, we have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal, team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit. Well, good news it is. Deportees aren't leaving the UK. They just chuck them in the EPC and then they look the other way.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
beat it up, you holy degenerate scumbag. You'll sing a different tune once I knock your fucking teeth out.
Think I was your mother?
Jesus.
You fucking tick.
Control, over.
Be on alert. A compromised drone is in your area. Put out an APW.
Pack it in.
Just saw them run. Fighting suppressing fire.
Received. Let's keep this by the book. Over. Let's get some more officers on standby. Over.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
Control. Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
So let's find that guy and get out fast. If they work out Angel's dead sec before we find him, the nicest thing they'll do is kill him.
Fucking obey when I tell you to.
That's my excitement for the whole month. Crazy, right?
Fucking eat it. Smell your ma.
Good flying! Right up there!
fucking live.
This unemployed guy is a savage. What's going on here? To be fair, that person was Albion, and he's got a vendetta, doesn't he? Yeah. But he has this gun, and then I can also put this gun. Wow. This guy's a savage. He's so resourceful. He deserves to get kitted out. He deserves to be on the team, unemployed or not. He can fight as well. First big mission.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Just keep me off their actual system, yeah? Christ knows I don't need any extra attention.
No worries, I'll spoof. Well, come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect
Why does
London,
he want me
right?
to take this guy down? I'm not even gonna waste my time on it right now.
New me, eh? Have a drink. Not half bad considering it was made in a bleeding bathtub.
Okay.
Don't worry. They let us have our little voices in here. Keeps us quiet. Right. More for me. Can't be picky. Seeing doctors, lawyers, street vendors come through. It's all the same once you're in here.
What do you mean?
We're all equally dehumanized. As far as the man on the street's concerned, we're the reason the city's gone to shite, you see. So these pricks can do whatever they want to us.
Yeah, I understand.
Ain't no one gonna do anything about it. Where's DedSec when you need him?
What was that?
Ah, nothing. Daydreaming, I guess. Think I need another drink. Listen, steer clear of those Albion wankers' new meat. Stay away from the clinic if you can.
Might be some interesting people here. Not really. He's got the same gun as me. Extra melee damage. I'm not getting it. Oh, they're showing me loads of info. Further down. Confused at why I had to go through here. Am I missing something? Oh, of course I'm missing something. I did not see that the first time.
I wonder if there's more like this.
Okay.
Yeah, this place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
This is a fucking abomination. Nobody should be treated this way, let alone somebody whose only sin is being unlucky enough to be born in the wrong place.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Well, that checks out. Mary Kelly has her reeking tentacles choking out half the boroughs in the city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Done! I'll shoot you! You're in trouble now. Oh, one back! Coming for me! Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, I can't handle this. All clear here. Moving on.
Moving on. No one's here. Check everywhere. Looks clear. We'll check another area. Nothing here.
Area's clear. Continuing the search.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Not your day. Moving on. To report. Checking elsewhere. Eyes open. Weapons
Don't
ready.
see anyone. I'll go over there.
Shit! Put out an all-ports warning!
This one's all yours, mate.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labeled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Ah, shut it, Bagley.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Nicely done.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Some kind of implant. We need a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
Ah, so they put something in his neck. Maybe a tracker? A biometric monitor?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on him. He may have gotten away.
Fucker! Get it before he triggers!
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Come on, lad, you can do this.
Get fucked up. We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
What the fuck was that? That must have been the implant they stuck him with.
Seems like they had to switch it on, right? If Mary Kelly's involved, this isn't good. But at least Angel might be alive.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, Zero Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Thick as two short planks, aren't you? Fuck off.
Get the fuck out of here!
Wanker. What are you doing? Pillar! Ow!
You don't need this sort of injustice.
Fuck you!
Here's a face that you'll never forget. Let's dance. You asked for it.
What? Move along.
Might not be a bad idea to bring on a guard. There's bad blood between the Met and Albion.
Understood, Control. Awaiting further instruction. Over.
Oh, that thing's possessed.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
God, the city changes fast.
Terminating pursuit and coming back.
some kind of trouble. You what? I don't want any trouble. You ain't worth my time. Oh no.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Received. Mobilizing now. Out.
I'm done with you. You fuck out of here.
I had them.
I've had it.
Where did they go? Return to HQ. This is pointless.
Get out! I'm not messing about!
Well, this is where the Kellys took Angel. Jesus Christ, the poor fucker.
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him. Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
Nah, man, this guy is savage, bro. He's supposed to be homeless. Supposed to be some boring guy. And he's got some mad fighting skills, man. This guy's crazy, man. Read his bio. You see, I should have done this. Killed Karen Campbell. Oh, what are you killing guys for, man? He's 61. This guy's 61. And he's moving the way he's moving. Associates. Deceased. Sister. Arrested during the riots. No. Detained. Update jobs. Banned kitchen suit. For theft. What it being mugged in. Trained at Regent's Park Barracks. Fair enough. That's why. Whatever that is anyway. What? Did I drop on the guy? learned well, boy. That's all I could say.
Man, just listen. What? What's going on, mate? Oh my god. Oh my god. Bloody hell, man. You won't believe what I'm seeing. Fuck. What? They're burning corpses. Human bodies.
I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
That's the move, then. Right. Let's make some art. Now that'll do just fine.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Grand. Just grand.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. Get over here, will you? Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
Jesus, you alright? He was about to carve you up like a Sunday roast.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Hold on. You're Caitlin Lau. Police Inspector Caitlin Lau, right? We found your video logs. You went after Bloody Mary all by yourself. Very impressive.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
I wish I could say we did. A friend of ours disappeared from the EPC. The trail led here. To this abomination. I was saying some dark shit, but this...
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You should rest. Tell you what, we can get you somewhere safe. Short term, no strings. In the meantime, I'll find Angel in your files. They sound important.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Grant. After all this, DedSec will be having a closer look at Mary fucking Kelly. Could use all the help we can get.
Let's make a mess.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And thanks for your help. I'm glad we're joining forces.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Well, I'll go out on a limb and guess that none of these people volunteered to be donors.
Fuck me. Look at these poor bastards. You can't tell one from the other. Bagley, any ideas?
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day? Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No kidding.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Sure, yeah, I get that. You've probably even got a file on us, right? But if teaming up helps us stop Clan Kelly, that's what matters.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Bagley, I can't just decide what to do with these files in the field. Let's get everyone together.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing, by consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel...
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the Bee as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Cass, many people were surprised. But we weren't. London has been up for sale and privatisation for years. The only difference is that now the private companies have guns. So how did it happen? What does it mean? How can anyone's full names for their own safety. Here's Helen, who investigated policing, civil rights and justice in pre-crisis Britain.
One of the kind of classic hallmarks of a fascist leader is having their own private army or police force. You know, it is in a democracy, the state tends to have a monopoly on. Violence, and that's not what happens when a state fails. You know, you end up with people running their own private militias, and we've seen this all over the world. You know, every kind of great dictator in history has had basically their own jackbooted set of guys that they can send in to rough up people or annoy them. And that's the danger of a force like Albion. You know, you start taking powers to yourself, and actually who is in charge of telling you no? It's always a worrying sign when you see, say, a president surrounding themselves with ex-military guys, with, you know, 5-star generals or whatever it might be, because that sort of suggests that they want to run the country like you run a war. And in a war, you have to be incredibly hierarchical. You know, you have to be top down. People essentially have to obey orders because that's the only way that you can make that work. That's not how it works normally in a democracy.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this...
Oi, you can't fucking talk right now. I'm on recon. Yeah, get in my bubble.
Tell me about her bag.
She's an activist who's been trying to gather intel on Albion personnel movements through the city. Looks like she wants to stay one step ahead of the goons. Smart.
We ought to help her out. Might convince her to join.
Understood. The easiest way to obtain the data would be to steal an Albion heavy assault vehicle and dissect its onboard sat-nav. That would give us a clear picture of Albion's recent movements.
All right. I'll give it a go.
I gotta get out of here.
All units, possible suspect or suspects reported near your location. Moving to the hostiles' location. Over.
I'm on there.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Ambulance urgently required at our location.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
suspect. They crossed the checkpoint.
I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
Let's just chill.
More flattering on the old Nedser.
Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stopkovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
And those corrupt fucks took advantage of your good.
I'm not gonna let my blood boil over this situation. Let's turn the volume down, eh? No need for that. All right, fantastic. Everybody just relax. Get away from me! How you doing? Do you have a brain injury?
This profiler says hooligan. Gotta admit, that's a more transferable skill set than I thought it would be.
Hooligans are an important part of football. I mean, they are the ones who make it watchable.
This is happening. What the hell is this? Hey, don't ignore me. I refuse to put up with this.
Got the vehicle. Now what?
I can confirm that the onboard hard drive contains all the data our friend could need, pushing you a suitable drop-off point.
I'm going.
activist friend has come to collect the vehicle.
I'll go speak with her then.
Is this really true? Every day.
Call me old-fashioned, but when your AI mentioned a data delivery, I expected something a bit less analog.
Bagley's got a knack for understatement.
But the hard drive in that thing should have everything you need.
Damn straight. With that data, my friends and I can stay ahead of those Albion fucks. Just say how I can repay you.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Yeah, I'm ready to make a difference.
Tough, brave, stupid. Any two of those qualify you to join. Some of us are all three.
Fuck yeah. Ready to help make a difference.
Fantastic.
Okay, party's over. Shut up. Oh, that's it, no. Now you're asking for it. What's wrong with you? Hasty foot.
Albion security services are on high alert. For your safety, remain indoors.
Place could use a bit more DedSec flavor.
Shall we? Is this really necessary? Christ!
Don't like this one bit.
This is getting out of hand.
Do you think you have what it takes? Visit an Albion recruitment station today and find out.
requesting Code 7 patrol. I am stunned. What? Back away. Do not interfere. My problem.
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.
Received. Moving to intercept.
What's her story, Bagley?
She's got substantial gambling debts, well above the median amount that people are killed for. Oh, and she's also refusing offers of financial assistance from a well-off friend.
What sort of gambling addict turns down free money? Something's up.
Look at you keeping up. Maybe this friend can help explain our prospect's unusual behavior.
Good call. Bags, get us a meeting.
Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the hell?
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
You better get yourself together, mate. I'm this way in front of the missus, and you're on the chopping block.
I don't know what you want. I just want to perform.
Home. This is your home. Now.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please. I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
On the bright side, she didn't bind you with one of her microchips. She probably knew you'd have killed yourself before being her.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
Look at the state of you. Look what you've done to yourself after everything I've done for you.
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life.
Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole.
You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to their venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, Mum. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted.
Fuck's sake. This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
She's using the implanted chip as a control mechanism, a deterrent to disobedience. Step out of line and she sells your organs instead.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can.